All right, so we just learned the law of sines. Now we're going to learn the law of cosines in order to find the missing angle or side length in a triangle that is not a triangle. So for the law of cosines, there's two situations that you're going to be looking at. You're going to be looking at one when you have all three sides, or the second situation is when you have two sides with included angle. So this right here would be our two sides, and this right here is our included angle. All right, there are three formulas that you'll need to know, but they're all very similar. So if you're looking for little a squared, you'll do b squared plus c squared minus 2bc cosine of a. If you're looking for little b, it'll be little b squared. Notice it's whatever it is not. A squared plus c squared minus 2ac cosine of b. And the third one is c squared. You'll be doing a squared plus b squared, because that's not c squared, minus 2ab cosine of c. So you got to look. Are you looking for a or the cosine of a? Are you looking for b or the cosine of b? Or are you looking for c or angle c? So that's the formula you're going to use. And they're all very similar. You'll notice that they're all pretty similar. All right, so let's look at this problem here. We're looking for BC, which is right here, and it's across from angle A. So it's little a that we're looking for. So we're going to use this formula here. So a squared equals b squared plus c squared minus 2bc times the cosine of a. You just fill in what you know. So I don't know a squared, but I know b is 14 because it's across over here. And I know c is 29 because it's across from c, angle c. So that's 29 squared minus 2 times 14 times 29 times the cosine of a, and I know that's 89. And I literally just typed that in my calculator, exactly how it looks. And when you do that, you should end up with 14 squared plus 29 squared minus 2 times 14 times 29 times the cosine of 89 equals 1022.83, something like that. And that's equal to a squared. And so as we have learned, if you want to get rid of a squared, you take the square root. You got to do whatever you do to one side, you do to the other, and you end up with a equaling 32 when you round. 32 centimeters. Okay. Let's do another one. Let's do number 15 and see how we're going to solve that. Again, remember we're looking for side lengths in these examples. So if we take a look at number 15, first step is always to label what you need. So we need AC, that is side B. So therefore I'm going to be using this formula. This here is C, and this here is A, because it's across from the respective angles. So in this situation, I'm going to do B squared is equal to A squared plus C squared minus 2 times A times C times the cosine of angle B, which is 120.2. I type all that in my calculator. You should get 984.06, and that's equal to b squared. So again, you take the square root. So b equals about 31, and it's centimeters. Okay. So these are two examples of finding a side length. You can go ahead and crisscross numbers 17 through 20. And you'll be responsible for evens, including 21 through 26. All right, so let's skip all the way down to 27, and let's go ahead and find a missing angle. All right. Again, 16, 17, crisscross, all the way to, here we are, 27. So what you'll notice now is that you have 3 side lengths. So if you have 3 side lengths, that means you're finding a missing angle. And the angle you're missing is A. I'm not going to lie, this one's complicated. You have to take it step by step. All right, the first step is to label what you know. This is B and this is C. All right, so I'm looking for A. So this is the formula I'm going to use. So the first thing I'm going to write out is my formula. A squared equals B squared plus C squared minus 2BC cosine of A. All right, let's go ahead and fill in what I know. I know that A squared is 22 squared. B squared is 24 squared. C squared is 23 squared minus 2 times 24 times 23 times the cosine of A. Okay, so let's go ahead. You will have to do an extra step in this. Please don't be lazy with this. You can't just simply type this in your calculator at this point. So the first thing we're going to do is start solving it. So 22 squared is 484. 24 squared is 576. There should be a plus sign. 23 squared is 529. Minus 2 times 24, you can do this whole part right here. 2 times 24 times 23, that's 1,104 times the cosine of A. All right, so now we're going to combine our like terms. So you're going to add these together. And that is 1,105 minus 1,104 times the cosine of A. Now you can't add these together because this is actually a coefficient here. So that's not like terms. And over here we have 484. So the first thing you're going to do is subtract 1,105 from both sides. And you end up with negative 621 equals negative 1,104 times the cosine of A. Now you're going to divide this by negative 1,104. So 621 divided by 1,104 is 0.5625. So we've got the cosine of A equals 0.5625. So the last step is to take cosine to the negative 1 of 0.5625. And you end up with, 55.8, which is approximately 56 degrees. Dang! That's a lot of work. Let's do another one. All right, let's try 29. All right, again, you have 3 sides. We want the measure of angle B, so we're going to use this one here. So this is B, this is A, this is C. So 11 squared equals 10 squared plus 17 squared minus 2 times 10 times 17 times the cosine of B. So the first thing you're going to do is 11 squared is 121 equals 100 plus, I think 17 squared is like 289. Yeah, plus 289 minus 2 times 10 times 17, which equals 340 cosine of B. Okay, so I'm going to take 121 over here. I'm going to combine these. and subtract it over here. So that's that's 389. So 121 minus 389, negative 268 equals negative 340 times the cosine of b. So now I'm going to divide by negative 340. Oh, thank God for calculators. Divided by negative 340. And you should end up with 0.788 equals the cosine of b. So we should know that we have to do cosine negative 1 of 0.788. Woo! And you should end up with approximately 38 degrees. Now go ahead, you are responsible for the rest of the paper. You do not have to do those ones I told you to crisscross. 17, 18, 19, and 20. Good luck!